Get a good look. Get a good look. There are 10 nails on my fingers. I cannot promise that to be, look, fucking bitch. I love drag, and this brings me joy. This does not make me angry. I do not want to quit. I love this so much. Oh, not too much. Hi divas, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're getting serious. Today, I'm telling you the truth about the Toronto drag performers. My truth. My tell-all. If I have to log into my laptop right now. Today I'm going to tell you the truth, the reality, the realness of it all. Under this wig, my hair is purple, so that would explain. I just feel like there's a lot to say about the performers of Toronto, and I think we're not talking about it enough. And I have some things to say here. To protect myself and to protect them as well, I will be keeping them unnamed. But if you think you're one of these girls, well, that's some digging you have to do within yourself. That's the truth you have to find. As you can see, I put on this business attire today because I'm getting down to business and I'm getting serious. Let's start. We have 3 categories. Okay, we have angels. These are the performers that are just angelic. You know, there's no flaws. They're lovely. They're fierce. I get my life. Then we have
Monday, eat my ass. Tuesday, eat my ass.
We're one down. Then we have just the girls. These are the girls. You know, these are just like the divas that I have no problems with, but they're not my number ones. You know, they're not wowing me on an everyday basis. They're doing good, they're fierce, but you know, there is better. And then we have the beasts. These are the divas that I really don't fuck with personally. This is nothing against them. I don't think that their drag is bad. I just don't vibe with it, and it's not for me. It's not for me. All drag is valid, but all drag is not for me. Most drag is not for me. And maybe my drag's not for you. Not too much, no. On that note, if you are curious what my credentials are for this, my credentials are 1, being a world famous drag queen, 2, having won multiple seasons of Drag Race, and 3, the prettiest and funniest girl that you've ever met. What else do you want from me? I have my laptop here with my settings on the back. Oh, I almost poked myself in the eye. Let's start with an angel. One of the first angels I have here is... I just think that she is like so sweet. She's just like really nice, and I always thought she was kind of sweet, and like her drag was very interesting to me. But then like recently, like she's very like conversational with me and like in chatting when we see each other, which is like not out of the norm, but I'm just like, whoa, are we sisters? But also trade out of drag. And I'm using that term lightly, of course. I'm not meaning real trade because, honey... Honey, no. Those 30 cc's of filler, honey, there's no way that's trade. But at a drag, I'm like, wait.
I didn't know that I was capable being happy.
Next, let's move on to just like one of the girls. You know, because we got a few of these. One of the girls is Chaka Khan. Now, I say this because the bitch can dance. The bitch can dance, the bitch can perform. It's actually really gaggy. And I never like kind of realized this until, not recently, but like a year or 2 ago, where I was like, wait a minute, this bitch is dancing hard. But that being said, I am not a big fan of the look. I don't think it's bad. I think it's quite together. It's very branded. It's very, you know, it makes sense. But it's just like not my favorite. It's a little like drag queeny. And I know that sounds ridiculous coming from a drag queen, but I just feel like it's a little like run-of-the-mill drag queen, in my opinion. Some of the outfits, some of the, you know, the 1-2s. Also just kind of like annoys me, and I feel like we don't get along well. But that's just like me. Okay, another one of just the girls. Okay, just another one of the girls. We have... This individual is pickled. Honey, pickled in the brine. You got the vinegar, you got the pickling salt, you got the peppercorn, you got the acorn, the water, and you boiled, and then you put it in the fridge for 6 months. She's pickled, honey. But recently found out that she's actually quite sweet. And that I actually key. So that's really nice. Her being pickled is not a bad thing. It's just factual. I like that she minds her own business. She just does her own thing, and she's fierce. There's a question about the body sometimes, in terms of the shape. Sometimes the hips are a little... Hello. And some of the outfits are a little like... Blink, blink. But for the most part, I live. You know, I get my life. Let's go to one of the beasts. Mama Stiff. Mama Stiff bricks. Throw a bag of bricks on the stage, and this girl she's gonna do exactly what that bag of bricks is gonna do. Stiff. But she has money. She has a little bit of coin in the back. Okay, got it. This being said, photo shoots, high quality, fierce. Performance, lacking. I just think that you need to be able to do a bit of all. You don't have to be the best at everything, but I think you need to be able to mix it up. And right now we're like photo shoot, same face in every photo if you're curious. Boom, boom, boom. But on the stage, it's sloom, sloom, sloom. You know, it's just not really doing much for me. Or actually anything. Actually, no, it's doing quite a bit. It's making me really angry. Next up, we have an angel. Oh, an angel. We have... This girl is honestly so sweet. She's just so sweet and so kind and, you know, really cares about everybody and is funny and is gorgeous and is a fantastic performer. I just think like a all-rounded wonderful queen. And she's a diva. Positive. All right, let's go back to one of just the girls. Next we have... Oh. Just said her name wrong. Next we have... Honey, you better wear the same wig every day. Honey, listen, I know we pay big money for the hair we have, you know what I mean? And you couldn't tell behind me because they're all treated like monsters and beasts and goblins. Wigs cost a lot of money. And I'm all here for re-wearing the wigs, honey, for bringing them back out, okay? But really, it's the same every time. That being said, sweet to me, I get my life. I can have critique on everyone, but honestly, she is really kind to me. She's a little crazy and she's a little bit of a party girl. You know, she likes to have her little 1-2, so none of my business. That's not me. Not me personally. I kind of get my life. You know what I mean? It comes to a point where like, I'm gonna stop myself again. It comes to a point where like you're so crazy that like it kind of like flips back around and I'm a fan again. Let's do just one of the girls. We have, she talks like a TikTok feed. You could scroll through TikTok and it sounds just like her. All of the same words, the same mannerisms. I'm like, girl, okay, got it. A couple questionable choices. Very gorgeous mug, very gorgeous in the face. But I just think that sometimes the outfits are like, ooh, honey, why did you choose that? Sometimes the photo shoots, they're a little edited, honey. You don't look like that sweetness. I have a key every time I see her. She's the kind of like high energy boom that you're like, oh my god. I think I just did a bomb. Ooh, let's move on to a beast. We have, you know, in a way I'm rooting for her, but also like it gets to a point. I can only root for you for so long. I can only push you so far, but you have bad taste. I'm not even joking, and I don't. This sounds dramatic, but I've never seen this person wear a garment and I've liked it. There's not literally been one. There's been one that was close, and I was like, okay, but for the rest of them, full 100% chops. That's instant karma. I also love, like, we're gonna take off the drag right away. You know, there's a couple girls in the city that as soon as they get backstage, wig off, lashes off, they come back out a different person 5 minutes later. It's so fierce. I get my life. I personally am so like feminine woman passing that like I walk around and I collect my trade, I collect my dues. Let's go back to another, how about an angel? Oh, I just need to feel angelic about it. We have honestly a little like aired in the head for sure, but genuinely one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. She's so kind, she's so caring. Hi, Diva stopped by to say hello, so now I've developed smile lines because I was laughing. Very good, like genuinely so stunning. It makes me want to like throw up and die. But genuinely so gorgeous, and like the outfits are always fierce. The performance, it's actually gaggy. I'm almost getting mad talking about it, so I almost kind of need to move on. Shall we do another beat? I'm like getting beastly. I just don't understand why we feel like we're above everyone. I just think that like you're gorgeous, you're stunned for sure, got it, but like you're not better than anybody. This is gonna be my fetish content. A little booger there. Look at this pillow. Hold on. A little bit of that over there. There we go. Just gonna put it right out. I just think like we need to get our attitude in check. I just think that we're not all there. You know, I think that you aren't fierce enough to act the way you do. I don't think anybody's fierce enough to act the way you do. Like even like the drag queen of the world, me, I'm not fierce enough to act the way you do. Like you just have an attitude problem and I don't like it. Let's do another beast over here. Next we have, I think just recently changed their last name, so I need to investigate that, honey. I personally don't have a lot of issues. I haven't had like any interactions that have caused me harm or upset or fatigue. Just busted. Just in almost every department visually not quite right. I don't think we really have a brand. I don't really think we have skills yet, which is okay. Hey, honey, I started off busted, okay, and I'm still probably busted to some eyes. I just think we need to refine one of the, like, we need to refine something. If it's like really good hair, really good outfits, good makeup if you could. But like, I just think like at least one thing needs to give. One thing needs to give kind. So far, none of them do. Next up, we have another middle of the road individual. Chaka Khan. I think, for the most part, I love the look. I think his looks are really fierce and polished, and love a music taste, and I love what we're giving. But just a boring performance. Just nothing that quite excites me. I feel like we're just, like, missing something. I'm just, like, I'm not gagging. I think that we're lacking a little bit of personality. But I can't say very kind to me. I feel like we've had no actual interaction. So I'm hating from afar, realistically. I'm a hater in my core. So what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna sit and watch this video, and you're gonna like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Leonie Nasty. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Let's go to a B. It's kind of sad because, like, why are we mean? You know, why are we the way we are? And I feel like the success story and, like, could have been so fierce from where we are, from where we ended up. You know what I mean? I just think that, like, genuinely we are a bitch. I genuinely think you're a mean-spirited person. Not even like, haha, joke, sit down and, like, read the girls on a YouTube video, but, like, genuinely I think that there's evil inside of you. And I think we need to get that, like medically checked. I just think that we need to figure out that, because there's a problem there. Okay, girls, we're nearing the end. I feel like I covered some ground. I also did, like, a mix of, like, I feel like more well-known drag queens, not well-known, ones that I know personally, ones that I don't really know personally. Now, before I get to my last final few, I want you to comment below if you want me to do round 2, because there's a lot of Toronto drag performers, and I have a lot to say. I have a lot of opinions, and I have a lot of feelings. Okay, let's get into the final for each section. Let's go in our fierce order, our angels. My last angel for today is, I just think, genuinely one of the best drag performers we have in the city, period. I think genuinely, like, such a fantastic performer, has a stage presence, the look is fierce, like, just, like, it's funny, there's just so much to work, there's so much to work with. And as a person, like, I have the time of my life. Like, I just have a key, I just have fun, I really live. Diva, I love you. I love you. Okay, next we have another one of the girls, just one of the girls. We have Tuesday, eat my ass. I actually don't know her at all. I've only met this individual once. I think the reason she's just one of the girls to me is because super sweet, super kind, just, like, seems very lovely and does drag. Like, some of the girls that, you know, they do they do like a version of drag that's very current, that's very nope. I almost called myself a millennial. Oh my god, I'm shaking. But she is classic drag. Like, she is drag, honey. I get my life, but I don't know her well enough to, like, really make her, you know, the angel of the world. For my last beat of the day, honey, we have $25 rest of charge. I feel like recently we're in drag nepotism, like, space. You know what I mean? I feel like we have some individuals that we know that may have gotten us to some places that I don't think that we would have gotten ourselves. Or I don't think you're good enough to be in. Like, stiff. Like, wooden performance. 5 sticks thrown on stage and a gust of wind came by and that was it, honey. Like, it's not. And there's always something missing. You know, there's always, sometimes physically, sometimes literally an item off her body is missing. But there's always something missing. And I'm not quite, I just don't think there's a brand. Like, I don't know, like, who are you? I just feel like you're a drag costume and, like, shake and go wig. Well, divas, the work is done here today, okay? Secretary Nasty is signing off of the reading, of the drama, of causing a stir in the community. I want to say my little disclaimer that I do genuinely have an appreciation for all of these drag performers in this non-exhaustive list. While I might not like you, or might not think you're good at what you do, I do have a respect for you because it takes a lot to do all this, okay? It takes a lot to be a performer, a queen. So, that being said, you should take a lot of it and throw it in the trash and start new because it's just not working for me. But again, these are all my opinions, and so what does it really matter for me, okay? I got a wonky star in my eye, and my wig's probably crooked, and I have some smile lines, and I don't have any tits in, and I'm sitting in shorts in my bedroom, okay? My opinion means everything. I would like to thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your hopefully subscribership and your like-ship and your share script. So make sure to follow me here, TikTok and Instagram at TheOnlyNasty, and comment a gutted, rotted queen that you know. Okay, and there's a couple other videos you can watch. I got lots on the channel. Yeah, you can go see what's going on over there. I have like, oh, don't get too close. Got it. Like what now?